Good afternoon from my place in Maryland, US. This is Alexine by Grace. Second half of my lunch hour. I don't know if I can show the table. I have my watercolors here, and I'm picking up with the painting where I left off. So while I'm waiting for visitors to come in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me orient my table, get the things situated. This is just an informal time on the sun porch for the second half of my lunch hour. Hi, Emmy Chris. I see you again. It's been a little while since I came on a live stream. Thanks for coming back and remembering. I'm working on this. It's a floral landscape, and I just want to add some color, some yellow to the little flowers at the bottom. I see MTC. Yes, in Jamaica. I was watching MTC all during the morning. My local time, by the way, it's 1:34 p.m. on what's today? Tuesday, May the 5th. So welcome, Emmy Chris. Welcome, MTC and Wayne. I see you, Wayne. Also in Montego Bay. I saw on MTC's channel that he had a trip to take care of some business in Montego Bay. I think something to do with the titles for the car, titles and tags or something like that. Uh, Let me do a little administrative task here. Emmy, Emmy, are you a content creator? Yeah, yeah, I definitely saw you. I'm gonna step away just for a second because the wind is blowing the screen. I have it propped up across here. Okay, so I am back. How's everybody doing? Welcome, and please give the video a thumbs up. We are live, friends. We are live on a beautiful sunny afternoon in the state of Maryland. Can I get some thumbs up? Okay, so Emmy, you are a content creator. Okay. There we go. So I was telling Emmy, I'm just out here for the second half of my lunch break on the Sunporch studio, Grace Light Studio, and I'm taking the opportunity to work on my watercolor painting. Thank you, MTC. I appreciate it, brother. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. I see you, Joyce. Okay, so let me, I brought out two different palettes. And between the two of these palettes, like here's like a larger one. This is a Mozart Kohlrabi. I want these two yellows. And then for the smaller palette, this is Van Gogh. I want these two yellows because I want to give some variation to these small flowers down in the forefront of this painting. And I may add some more later, like draw them in. This is an ink and wash. Mercy Grace, thank you for coming, sis. Yay! Guys, welcome Mercy Grace. I don't know if you've all met before. Excuse me, guys. There's flowers here, and the window is open. So it's probably blowing in some pollen. Nene and Mom. Hi, Nene. Hi, Nene and Mom. And Macklin. I think I remember seeing Macklin before. Welcome back. Let me get my water bottle. I'm also here with Sandy. Sandy, the American Bulldog. She's sitting right at my side, just out of the view. Thank you, Wayne. Aw. Emmy Chris is giving some love in the chat. I'm doing well. Thanks, Nene and Mom. So you're traveling. A lot of times that's what I'm doing. If I'm trying to keep up with the other channels, sometimes I'm on the go, but I still log in. Shelton, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you again, Shelton. Macklin says, hello, guys. Macklin, are you also a content creator? Okay, so let me, um, well, share my sign with you. When I made this painting or the sketch, I was inspired by the outdoors, and it's spring season here. Springtime when all the plants come back to life and spring up, with their flowers and greenery after a stark, dry winter. My voice is gone? Oh no. Can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me? This says, may we arise and shine for God's glory in the ways He has created us. Oh, I'm glad it's good now. And when I did this drawing, the uh, the scene inspired that, and I also shared it with someone who, like a comment to someone's video. It probably was Lizmoo official. Thanks, Mercy, for confirming. So yeah, let me at least just get started. I don't want to think about it too hard. Wayne says, guys, when the live stream ends here, run over and check out my community post, please. Yes, Wayne has an active campaign, and we want to see him um, raise the what is needed to get the batteries for his power wheelchair, the batteries and the power bank, and he needs to order it for delivery to Montego Bay, and the sooner the better. Some of you may remember that Jamaica experienced that Hurricane Melissa, and some areas were impacted quite significantly for months on end, without power, without Wi-Fi, with some impacted roadways. So we want to get Wayne up and moving. Check out his campaign, guys. If you can do GoFundMe or reach out to him in other ways, I'm sure a little bit God can multiply. So I'm adding the yellows. I know you can't really see what I'm doing down below here, but I appreciate you being here, and hopefully you can just enjoy the background. Maybe I could turn it this way. You can at least see the flowers. How about that? Simply Kate, I see you, sis. Welcome, Simply Kate. We were just visiting last night, my time last night. Or was it like my time yesterday evening and your dinner hour? MTC says yes, it wasn't a good experience at all. MTC also is in dementia. And check out MTC's channel because he's also always cooking up delicious meals and showing us how to do it, like his Jamaican way. I am well, Simply Kate. I am well. I'm on my lunch break. It's a fine Tuesday afternoon here in the state of Maryland, U.S. It's 1:43 p.m. So I've just come from the backyard, giving my dog Sandy a break outside, and now we're back on the porch for a little while. And I thought it would be a perfect time to catch up with some of my friends online on YouTube. The sound's a little low again. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's happening with the audio, but I think even when I'm using the phone, the sound, there's something about the sound that fluctuates. Sorry about that. And I'm here talking loud too. This is a cyclamen. It's new to me, and I saw it at Trader Joe's. It's a grocery store, and they had a whole flower market uh, about 3 weeks ago. And it's fragrant. It has a soft, sweet smell. I like the leaves too. I have some hyacinth in the back, and all of a sudden the flowers wilted. One day they were full and vibrant, and then I came back. I don't know what caused them to suddenly dry up. So, where are you watching from, and what's your time, and how are you doing? Do tell. I think I want to do some purple now. I filled in the yellows at the bottom, and there's a couple of larger type of flowers, different from the ones at the bottom. Watching from Kenya. Kate is watching from Kenya. So I did these little yellow ones. Excuse me, guys. That's what I get for sitting next to the flowers in the window. There's some of these, this type. I'm gonna try a different shade of magenta. And that's what I like to do, friends. It makes me happy. The color, the flowers. Kate says, so cute. Thank you, Kate. So in Jamaica, it's 12:46 p.m. Okay, so you're an hour behind. So you have more time in your day than I do. Talking to MTC and Wayne. And remember, when you are doing your creative work, if you're working with colors, don't forget to have a scrap piece of paper so you can test before you put it onto your composition. Because maybe the shade um, is not what it looks like when it's dry. I like this. I'm going to go for it. So you could like test it before you commit to putting it into your painting. And then when they're still wet, even if you're not that happy with a color, sometimes you can just take your brush, clean it off with the water, and then lay it back over and kind of mop up that color, and it'll lift off. I don't want to lift mine off though. Yeah, if it's still wet, you can do that, or take like a damp clean cloth and just blot it up. Okay, and so I really like the pink. Okay, and so I've filled in almost everything that I drew here, except for there's like some small little leaf right here. I gotta add some, maybe some green gold color to that. And I think I will wash over these pink, large pink flowers again before I'm finished with the painting. I think, just because I think it may fade a little bit. And I already experimented with this, friends. I put it in a frame. Hi, Faith. Welcome to the chat, Faith. Welcome to the Sunporch studio. Faith Motivi, 5921. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As I was saying, this is a sketch that I did when I was inspired by the backyard in springtime. Okay, Wayne. Thanks. You know, I always appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate your support. Have a good afternoon, brother. And then the sketch inspired this reminder. May we arise and shine for God's glory in the ways He has created us. That's kind of like the title to the painting. And when I drew this, I first I sketched it in a sketchbook, like a spiral sketchbook. Okay, Mercy, you came back. Thank you for coming back. Mercy Grace came back. Simply Kate says, Alexine's family, could you check out, please, on Road to 500? Yes. Let's give Simply Kate underscore KE our support if you don't already know her. And if you do already know her, don't forget to go visit and watch her videos. I have I want to tell you guys to remember Amitaj, AMMY space TAJ, Amitaj, a wonderful agricultural channel out of Pakistan that has really supported my channel for over a year now. Amitaj. And tell Amy that Alexine sent you. What is I going to tell you, friends? Oh, this is after I drew the original, I took this more quality watercolor paper, like from a watercolor pad, and laid it over top of a light box. You could do electronic light box or even a glass window. You put your original up, and then you put the clean sheet over it, and then the light shines through, and you can trace. And that way you can reproduce, and it will look, handmade. So my original is my handmade, but I didn't want to color it in because I thought I might want to experiment with the colors. And I like how this handmade reproduction came. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've been on for 20 minutes. That's not long at all. Should I stay? I think I'll stay till the top of the hour to make it 30 minutes. And then after that, friends, I have to go back to work. It's Tuesday. Yeah. The work day is not over here. I want to chat with you. So we have 4 people in the house. We got Kate, Mercy Grace. I see Amando Mom coming in from South Africa. Hi, Amando Mom. Hi, Amando Mom. Thank you, Mercy. Mercy Grace. I like your name too. And you see I have Grace in my channel name. And friends, if you ever want to direct message me or see some of my like Instagram posts. You can also find me on Instagram, and my account there is called Cini underscore by Grace. It's almost the same as here, where here it's Alexine by Grace. There it's just the XINE underscore by Grace. That's my nickname, my short name, that the family calls me. Simply Kate says, so cute for sure. And MTC says, still here. I really appreciate it, MTC. I love that YouTube allows us to virtually just be in different locations all in a day. I can be in South Africa at Amando Mom's house. I can be in Montego Bay, um, where Wayne lives. Now, MTC, I know you traveled to Montego Bay, but what is your base location? Your home base? And I can go to Kenya. I can go to the villages or to Nairobi. I see Jay Kingray in the house. Hi, Jay Kingray. That's our sister there. So welcome to the chat. I'm so glad that you dropped in. You may see some of your sisters and meet some of the other families here on the channel that you haven't met yet. Everyone, I hope that you take notes and follow up with one another. Everyone growing and supporting. I want you to see more of the flowers. I'm doing well. Oh, so MTP, you also are from Montego. Okay. In the background, you can see the basketball net. I mean, the basketball backboard. My son and his friends, they raised it back up. What is that? You made the table among the moms? It looks like a graphic, like a vector graphic from here, like a drawing. So my volume is low again. My volume is low again. Hi, Chow Chow. Welcome to the chat. Charlton was here earlier. Charlton's on face. Is my voice back? Jason Gray, this is what I was doing. I was painting and adding the final touches to the painting. I added the yellow, and then I added some pink and magenta. And as I was saying, I'll repeat it again because it's worth remembering every day. I already shared this. It says, may we arise and shine for God's glory in the ways that He has created us. And sorry if it's inverted. I I don't know what to do about this. Is that better? Thank you. We're out on the little entry porch. I call it the Sunporch studio because I like the light that comes in here. Then I can open the windows, let some air in. And look at the little, I don't know if you can see this here. If I can get a little closer. Can you see the bird? I don't know if you can see it. There's like a little blue bird magnet on this window. There he is. I think the basketball thing is like, what do you call it? Photobomb. So who had a live stream today? Who posted a video today? I'm glad the volume came back. It's a problem that I've had even when I'm talking on the phone. I don't know what is causing it. It might be a setting. if I hesitate or speak low, then it seems like the phone also just turns itself down. Amanda Mom is waving to King Gray. MTC says, Amanda Mom, I visited your channel. Check your comment. And Amanda Mom has lovely content. She's always doing something inspiring out in the yard, the compound, doing the gardening, taking walks in her beautiful neighborhood. Check out Amanda Mom for inspiration. And sometimes she takes us on drives as well. Just like MTC took us along on a drive through the city. Yeah, we can change up our environment when we connect with one another. For me, one of the big things I get from visiting is motivation. Um, Motivation spiritually, like for prayer and in faith in God, and remember to revisit the scriptures. And then I get motivation to get out and be active, to go walking, to get outside, and to connect with others. And speaking of getting outside, please remember my good friend and channel sister, The Only Lady J. That's her channel name, The Only Lady J. She is from the Caribbean island of Grenada, but she is a resident of my neighbor state of Virginia here in the U.S. The Only Lady J. She does awesome cooking and walking. Yeah, you would like Lady J. She's so positive and she does everything for God's glory. Simply Kate says, hello, Mondo Mom. MTC says, so true, Alex. And I was going to say another thing that I get from being on the platform and visiting with other content creators is my cooking. Yes, I have really enhanced my flavor profile and changed up my whole diet and style of cooking. I appreciate my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and in East Africa and in West Africa. Now, I have not picked up so much from my South African sisters. Do I need to pay attention there? Omandoma. But yeah, these days I like to go to the international market where I can find, the peppers and the plantains and the all-purpose seasoning, which I learned from the Caribbean. The all-purpose seasoning I really like. And then from my Indian friends, I learned about the garam masala spice. So good. And then my Kenyan friends, I learned like to enhance my greens, the kale, by chopping the onion and putting that in the oil, and then adding the peppers and the tomatoes, a little ginger. I always have to do garlic too. I love garlic, and then adding the kale and letting that cook for a while. MTC says, Alex, I need to teach you a thing or two. Yes, MTC, you do all that good cooking and a variety there. I think you had the salmon burgers, and that really caught my attention. And then, of course, the cornmeal porridge, the creamy, delicious cornmeal porridge. Yeah, MTC loves to cook, guys, and shows you step by step authentic Jamaican style food. I see my friend in the house all the way from Sweden, Regine Reinberg. Friends, visit Wamuyu Reinberg channel. Kime to go all the way from the UK. Welcome to the channel. Yes, you caught me on the live stream on the midday lunch hour. I'm here. Sandy Pup is down here at my feet. She's actually leaning against my knees pretty heavily. Friends, have you met Kime to go? Kime, shows um, motorcycle riding, often on the back roads in the UK. My favorites were in Kent, UK, because you guys know how I love greenery and peaceful pathways. Yeah, I just love that sort of thing. And Kime is shares some technical knowledge and things like for cycling enthusiasts, motorcycle enthusiasts, some gadgets and things that help with navigation and just I guess probably the rides themselves, the motorcycles themselves. I personally don't know much about that, but I love the narrative, the good company of him and his compadres, and the scenery. Kime to go says Kent is a wonderful place. Hello, Jay King Gray. Yeah, thanks to everyone for greeting one another on this fine Tuesday in early May, early May 2026. We are in the 5th month of the year, friends. So the second quarter of the year, if we divide the year into 4 parts, we had January, February, March. Now we have April, May, and June. And for my part of the world, we've come out of a long winter and spring is in full effect now. And I'm loving it. And if I look out my front window, I see some mulberries are growing and they're just swaying in the wind. J. King Gray says, hi, Regina. Friends, look up Wamuyu Reinberg, Wamuyu, Wamuyu Reinberg. Hey, sweetums. The dog is looking at me. So it is 2:05. I've been on here for 32 minutes. I will, since a couple more people came in, I'll share this one last time. Friends, I was out here painting. I came out here with the watercolor, not sketch. And I just was adding the last touches, these yellow, added the yellow to these flowers at the bottom and a couple more of the pink ones. And the last thing I have is, I think there's some small leaves right here. I want to add some green gold to that and probably enhance these at the top so that the color will be nice and bright and visible when I go to frame my painting. And friends, if you do your creations, don't forget to put your signature. I have to add my signature at the bottom. Thank you. Thank you, J. King Gray. Thank you, Kime. And I'll say this one more time. The theme of the painting and my heart, it says, may we arise and shine for God's glory in the ways he has created us. We're all different. We're all different. But together, we can rise and shine for God's glory and make this world a beautiful place. So thank you, friends. You made my afternoon more special. I was just here in the quiet house with Sandy, the dog. Yeah, the view outside. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's 2:00, 2:07. Mercy Grace says, amen. Simply Kate is greeting you, Wamuyu Reinberg, also called Regine. MTC says, amen. And yeah, Kime, Sandy Pump agrees. Or did something catch her attention outside? Kate says, yes, I'm well. Thanks for asking, Kime to go. Yeah, I was visiting Kate last night, watching her in her kitchen, her comfortable, cozy kitchen. Yeah, I could have stayed, for a long time there, just enjoying the friendly vibes. So that is it. I'm gonna say farewell and wish all of you a fine rest of your day. Friends, I broke out the white pants because it's, officially spring now. Usually I think we wait till the end of May, but it's warm enough. I wasn't gonna wait. Okay. So is it okay if I sign off now, friends? I don't mean to be abrupt and just leave, but um, it's just the lunch hour. So I'm going to go back and try to be productive for another 3.5 hours. Bye. Yeah, enjoy your evening and week ahead, all of you. Thank you once again. And if you get a chance, please go when this live is set up. Please go back to the comment section, leave a comment. Thanks. Bye bye.